Welcome to our Great British Friends sightings video for November 2021. November was dominated in the last 10 days by high winds, with Storm Arwen pounding the coasts of Northern Ireland, West and North Wales across to northeast England and parts of Scotland on the 26th and 27th. Combined with the increasing number of COVID cases forcing people to travel and mix less, it meant that we had a relatively low number of sightings reported to us during this month. 121 sightings of 9 cetacean species. Nonetheless, we had some interesting records. Harbour porpoises were seen at scattered locations around the British Isles. In the North Sea, most sightings were from eastern England and East Anglia, which is a pattern that we have seen most recently during winter and spring months. The species was also reported from the Moray Firth and on the west coast from the Outer Hebrides, around Anglesey and Bardsey Sound at the western end of the Llyn Peninsula. Porpoises were almost certainly underreported on the west coast and in the southwest of England. Most groups were of less than 4 individuals, but 10 were counted off Scarborough, Yorkshire, and 10 at Point Linus, North Anglesey. The most commonly reported species around the UK this month was actually the bottlenose dolphin. On the east coast of England, they were seen all along the southern part of the Moray Firth, from Shannonry Point eastwards, as well as Skerdyness in Angus, at Berwick upon Tweed and in northeast England, south to the Long Nab and Scarborough in Yorkshire. On the west coast, most sightings were in the Irish Sea, around the Isle of Man, Isle of Anglesey and in Cardigan Bay, as well as off Portland on the Dorset coast. Most groups were 10 or less, but in the northeast of England, groups continued to number up to 45 dolphins, with up to 20 in the Isle of Man. Sightings of common dolphins in winter tend to be mainly in the southwest of England, and that continued to be the case, with groups of up to 40 from Portland Bill in Dorset, Berry Head and Salcombe in South Devon, and Rame Head and Falmouth in Cornwall. However, the species was also seen much further north, with small numbers remaining in the Hebridean Minches. Rissos dolphins tend to be only occasionally reported in coastal waters of the UK in winter, but the species continued to be seen at a number of its favourite haunts, including North Anglesey, the west end of the Llyn Peninsula in northwest Wales, and off the Caithness coast in northeast Scotland. All groups were small, less than 8 animals. There was a single report of 3 white-beaked dolphins in Bamborough in Northumberland. This species tends to be seen in coastal waters, mainly between July and September. One sighting of killer whale was reported to us during the month in Scapa Flow, Orkney, with a pod of 6 on the 25th. Minke whales were reported at 3 locations around the British Isles. There were 3 sightings of between 1 and 4 animals in the vicinity of Burhead in the Moray Firth between the 11th and the 14th of November. One was seen off Overstrand Beach in Norfolk on the 1st of the month, and there were 2 sightings of up to 3 minkies in the Isle of Man around Peel on the 3rd and the 8th of November. Interestingly, a sei whale, probably the same as seen earlier in the year, was spotted in the Firth of Forth off North Queensferry, Fife on the 10th of November. Finally, 2 humpback whales were reported from the south end of Shetland at Trossic Ness on the 28th of November, bringing to a close a month of variety, if not abundance, of sightings. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to support us, please visit www.seawatchfoundation.org.uk or adopt a dolphin at adoptadolphin.org.uk. We wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon.